Hey y'all, happy Monday. I am recapping a Thredup rescue box today, the DIY Designer Box that I ordered back in January. I think I ended up unboxing this a few months after that. So this was about 6 or 7 months ago that I opened this box on the channel. I will link that video above if you want to go back and watch it. I'm going to go through today and tell you what items I received in that box, whether or not they have sold, where they sold, and how much I sold them for, so that you can find out whether I made a profit on this box or if I took a loss. For those of you that are new here, my name is Christina and I am a part-time reseller on platforms like Poshmark, eBay, and the Realreal. Thanks so much for joining me, and we are going to get into this one. Okay, so this was I got 2 DIY designer boxes back to back that had Gucci purses in them. And both purses were super similar, both vintage, both with slight damage in that signature Gucci print. So this is going to be a good comparison. I'm going to talk a little bit about the other Gucci because I sold them on 2 different platforms and just kind of compare how quickly they sold and how much money I made. Okay, so the first item in this box that I took out of the box was that Gucci bag. And this one originally was a shoulder bag. However, the chain was missing. And that's not a huge deal. You can order a non-Gucci chain and put that in or install it. Or you could carry this one like a clutch. It was perfect for a clutch. The other issue that this bag had is the interior pocket inside was torn, which for me is not a big deal, but in trying to send it into a platform like the Realreal, they won't take a bag that is, they'll take one that's a little flawed, but not one that's super flawed. So this one I decided to sell myself. I listed it. It got a ton of attention on both Poshmark and eBay. Ended up selling on Poshmark. I took an offer for $175. So my commission on this after the Poshmark fees was $140. So I want to compare this because a similar size bag, which was a shoulder bag, same print, I got in a previous box just like a week before, and I sent that one into the Realreal. Now they ended up selling it for $365. It sold, I want to say, in a couple days, and had 68 likes on it. So it went very fast. And my commission on that was $223. So a pretty even with the amount that the Realreal takes, because they take a higher commission. They were able to sell it for a lot more than what I did. Now, I would say they both sold in about the same amount of time and got similar amounts of attention, but the Realreal is just a much larger platform. So for me, if I get another Gucci bag like that, I will probably, as long as it's not too damaged, send that into the Realreal. I was super happy with that sale. But for this bag, I sold on Poshmark for $175. Now, the second item that was in this box was a purple plaid silk Burberry skirt. This skirt is so cute, and I did find an exact comp of it on the Realreal. It comped really well, so I sent it in. They accepted it, listed it, and then ended up pulling it down and sending it back to me saying that there was staining. Now, I didn't really find any staining on this skirt. There were kind of some, I feel like the way the plaid was with the silk, maybe after being cleaned, was maybe faded in a couple areas, but I didn't really find it stained. So I cleaned the entire skirt and then sent it back into them. They did accept it again. They listed it, and then they paused it for an under review. And I don't know what they're reviewing. I'm guessing this whole staining situation that I can't figure out where it's stained. But it's back up live on the Realreal. It has not sold. So we're waiting to see. Of course, the price keeps dropping. We're waiting to see what I will make off of that skirt. The third item that was in this box was a pair of Manolo loafer flats, is kind of what I called them, because they're kind of like a loafer, kind of like a flat. And these were in really good condition. I did comp these out on the Realreal, and they comped out pretty well, better than kind of the regular flats. So I cleaned these up. They had a little bit of kind of color transfer or a little bit of staining on them. I cleaned them up really nicely, sent those in. They got a ton of attention. They sold 2 times and got returned twice, and then sold for a 3rd time this last time. Hopefully a 3rd time's a charm. And ended up selling for $99. My commission at the moment on those is $20. The 4th item that was in the box was a pair of Celine ballet flats. Now, these have a super pointed toe on them, and they're very damaged. The leather in the front where that pointed toe is, because these aren't just like a structured pointed toe, these are very soft, probably lamb leather flat. And so there's not a lot of structure to them. So it doesn't surprise me that the leather on that pointed toe is really damaged. Very ripped up. And then even the bigger problem is the sole underneath that pointed toe is broken off. So, and this is on both of them. So these are in my bin of to be repaired, and I've not repaired them yet. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be trimming up the leather so that there's not a lot of leather pieces sticking off on them. And then I'm going to be dyeing the toe, and then I'm going to condition it. When I will be listing these myself, and when I do, I will be noting all of the damage to the shoe. I threw around the idea of not even listing these because they are damaged. But they're such a beautiful shoe and such a good brand. I know that somebody's going to want them, even if it's just to try to get part of my cost of goods back. So I will be working on that at some point. They're like a baby blue. So I will be waiting until the seasons change again to get that one done. So that's a 0 on that one. The next item that was in the box was a pair of Pedro Garcia suede heels. And these are a major heel. I want to say it's like 4 inches. It's in a great size though, a 39.5. And the issue with this shoe, honestly, most of the Pedro Garcia shoes that I get in these boxes are in really good shape. This one is in okay shape. The suede that's on that heel is damaged and needs to probably be shaved a little bit, and then noted that the suede is damaged and needs, of course, also a good suede brushing. So that is another one that I have actually listed but not fixed. So they're listed in my Poshmark closet as is. Once I fix them, I will rephotograph. I will probably keep them listed at the same price though, and just kind of get that listing updated, but they're not in bad enough shape that I didn't want to go ahead and list them. So they're listed, they have not sold. That right now is a 0. The next item that was in the box was a pair of white leather Prada sneakers. And I love getting designer sneakers. They sell so well. So when I first unboxed these, I didn't think that they were in bad shape at all. In fact, I thought they were in excellent condition. I remember even pulling out the insole. There was like almost no impression even on it. It wasn't stained. Great shape on the inside of the shoe. The outside to me looked a little bit dirty. And so when I went to go to get these listed, I decided that I was going to pull the laces. The laces looked really dirty. So I pulled the laces out to bleach them, got that part done. And then I went to condition the shoe because the whole shoe is leather. And found that there are a few areas where the leather is cracked. And then there is a part where the leather meets like the rubber sole around the outside, that it's actually separated a little bit from the shoe. So I set them aside and I haven't gotten back to them. So those have been unlisted. I will pick those back up again because they're in good enough condition that definitely somebody is going to want them. But for now, those are a 0. So the last item that was in the box was a pair of Miu Miu black patent leather heels. kind of their classic heel, and it also came with a dust bag. These were great. I wiped them down, cleaned the footbeds, and then sent those in the dust bags to the Realreal. They got accepted and they sold. They did take a little while to sell, but they did sell for $40. And so my commission on that was $8. So the box itself contains 7 items, and I purchased it for $140 plus tax. My total revenue to date is $314. Now, because of all of the commissions that the Realreal takes and the commission that I paid through Poshmark on that Gucci purse, when you take the commissions out and then you take out the cost of the box, at the moment, I am in the black with a profit of $28. So overall, anytime I get a Gucci bag, I know that's pretty much going to pay for the box. Which it did. Actually, my commission was $140 on that. So that paid for the box. And then anything I sell on top of that is going to be profit. So once that Burberry skirt sells, which it won't sell for a lot, but once it does, that'll be something. The Celine flats, once I fix those and get those sold, which isn't going to be for a lot because of the damage, that's something. The Pedro Garcia heels are not going to sell for a lot. I'm hoping maybe I can get like 25 bucks out of them. That will be something. And then the Prada sneakers, that's going to be the good one. They are in, like I said, good enough shape, even with the bits of damage that they have, that once I get them cleaned up, I think I can make a decent profit. So let me know what you all think. I am going to be back tomorrow. I am doing a thrift haul for you guys, and I have some friend mail that I'm really excited to open. I'm going to be sharing that with you. And I also subscribe to FabFitFun, and I add every time the mystery bundle, and I haven't opened my fall mystery bundle, which I got a long time ago. So I'm going to go ahead and open that with you guys tomorrow too. So tomorrow's kind of like a little hodgepodge, but you have to tune in and see what I got from this thrift store. It's my mom's favorite thrift store, and she's not a big thrifter, but she loves this place. So I should have known it was good. But I have never been there, and so we went together last week, and I found some really awesome items. So I'm going to share those with you all tomorrow. And then on Thursday, I'm going to be opening another designer box, which is why I wanted to kind of review and recap this designer box for you today. Anyways, let me know what you all think. Was it good or bad? Do you think that getting a Gucci in the box was like the big winner, or are those Prada sneakers going to do it also? And don't forget on your way out to give me a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, please do. I would love it. I'm getting really close to 1,000 subscribers. And so if you watch the video and you enjoy the channel, please subscribe. I would love that. I will see you all tomorrow. Bye.